Ricky, a massive game for Tottenham to look forward to and such a huge prize at the end.
Yeah, massive game for the club, for the fans, for us. I would say we're one game away from the trophy.
And how big is it to, or how easy is it to play the match rather than the whole sort of situation? Because getting to finals, you've done so well to get there, but now you've got to obviously do the biggest thing and win it.
Of course, we played unbelievable games to reach the final. We did really well to reach the final. But what you say, yeah, it's one game away from the trophy, and you also want to win the trophy at the end. Because I would say you had an unbelievable. Imagine you have an unbelievable, but you lose the final. No one is going to talk about how you reach the final. So yeah, of course we want to win it, and it's going to be difficult, but we're going to do everything for it.
Can you do it?
Yeah, we can do it.
How do you imagine the next week's going to pan out? How different will it feel? Like, you know, the build up to this game.
I think the build-up will quite be the same, to be honest. But of course, the feeling is different because it's a final. So yeah, the feeling towards it will be difficult. But I think everything else will be the same.
And the fact that you've played United 3 times this season, you've actually beaten them 3 times. Does that? How much of an advantage is that, or does that not count on the day?
I wouldn't say it's an advantage because it's games in the past. So this is a game and it's a final, and I know in a final everything can happen. So yeah, what you say, we won 3 times against them. So hopefully we can do the same thing for the final.
Mickey, can you give us an insight with regards to the togetherness in the camp? There's been a big narrative regarding the manager and the manager's future, but particularly in the last 2 games in the Europa League, you've celebrated together on the pitch and obviously in the changing rooms, and there seems to be that big connection between yourselves and the manager.
It's just the gaffer made sure that we stayed all together every time. It has been a tough season for us. Everybody was doubting us, and now we proved them wrong that we reached the final. And the gaffer kept believing in us every time, over and over again, and he made sure we stayed together. So you can see that even off the pitch and on the pitch that we are a really tight group, and we want to make sure that we can bring this trophy home.
What is it about what's Ange been saying to you guys through the season to keep the spirits up? We saw a bit of it in the dressing room after the match on Thursday, didn't we?
It just has been a tough season. So if you lose a game, everybody is a bit down, and he just made sure. Of course, he said every time what we did wrong, and every time when we played bad, he was the one that told us, yeah, guys, you played really bad yesterday. But he kept also pushing us every time because he knows what we can do together, and he kept us believing, and he just held us together. And I think that has been really important.
Is he the right man to kind of end this mini trophy drought at Tottenham, get you over the line?
Yeah, he can be the man that brings us the first trophy, the trophy in many years. Yeah.
If you do it, obviously, that would be an incredible achievement for this season. But what will it mean for this football club, for next season and the season after? The fact that they can deliver a trophy.
Spurs, of course, is a massive club, and we haven't won a trophy for a long time. So if we can change that, that will be something unbelievable for the fans and for the club also. And you will play Champions League next year. You will play in the European tournament next year. So it's a big achievement from the team, and it's also a big thing for the club, I would say.
Can you put your finger on the difference this season between the Premier League form and the form in Europe? It's been like chalk and cheese, really.
17 and final. So this is the difference. Very easy to say and very fair to say. Poor in the league and amazing in the cup, and of course you want always to be at the top of everything, and sometimes to dealing with 3 games in a week is tough, but we know that our performances during the Premier League campaign hasn't been good enough. It's easy to say, and the table said that, and we are very disappointed for that. But now we have the opportunity to create history for this football club on May the 21st, and we want to be ready for that game.
There's a huge prize, isn't there, on offer? You think to yourself, not only winning the trophy, but also that place in the Champions League. Just how much does it mean to you and the team?
Yeah, it means everything, but it's a game of football where we can have the opportunity to lift the trophy that will mean a lot for this football club, will mean a lot for us players, and it will mean a lot for our fans that they've always tried to be behind us and supporting us, also the toughest moment of the season, and we want to deliver and gifted them with with a big night in the bar.
Does it help that you know Manchester United so well, or will they think similar things?
Yeah, to be fair, we need to be able to cancel and to eliminate what has been the past, what has been the games during the season against them. It's just about focusing from now until the next 10 days and get ready and prepare to play a final.
A lot of the players in the squad, they're probably, this potentially could be the first big piece of silverware that they've won, first trophy that they've won. So how important is it for a player to actually get a big trophy in your locker, getting that first one?
Yeah, of course the importance is massive. Now we are at the last step, at the last stage of this competition, and we know which is the importance of this game for, like I said, for everyone involved with this football club. So we can create history for this football club, for us as players, for the fans, for everyone has very pride and love for this club.
How much do the players want to win it for Ange as well after the season? His comments about the second season trophy, he's winning trophies at second season.
Yeah, I think he is the first that wants to win this trophy. He has always been saying to us that this group could go through this competition and play this final, and we reached that. So now we have to be very pleased about that and trying to do the final step altogether.
I think for me, honestly, it could be my first time, so obviously it's a big achievement and could mean a lot.
And for the club itself, bearing in mind the season's been quite disappointing in many levels, but what would it mean to finish the season?
No, I think obviously it could mean something really big because it's been a tough season. So winning a Europa League it could be really a big achievement.
Destiny, can you explain the differences between the Premier League form, which has been difficult for you guys, and obviously your form in Europe, which has been fantastic, really?
I think it's been a tough season because of the injuries. We have had a lot of injuries, so I think it's been a big part of it. And in Europe, I think it's been the teams talking together and performing at the highest level.
And from a personal point of view, for yourself, you've had an excellent season. There's been some speculation as well regarding your future. Manchester City were linked with you. That must be a nice thing to hear.
No, I think personally it's been a tough season with injuries and everything, catching up the form. But at the same time, we're trying to finish the season strong. So I'm trying to have my team, and that's it.
Both sides have endured difficult seasons. Is there strong belief within the Tottenham camp that you can win it?
Yeah, definitely. From the first day since we qualified for the Europa League, it's been the major thing. So yeah.
Ange talked about some of those black and white photographs up on the walls and some of the past achievements and wanting to make success of your own. Do the players resonate with that?
Yeah, definitely. We all want to win. Obviously, it's been a long time since this club won a trophy, so that's the goal this season.
Destiny. What about the manager? He's had a lot of criticism this season, and he said the second season quote, which went viral. How important is it for the players to win something for him?
No, I think we all want to win because it's something all football players want to do. So we're working through that, and hopefully we can get it done.
And you have a good relationship still with Ange and now building?
100%, yeah. All the players, we are with the manager, so yeah.
Destiny, what is it about you, Mickey, Porro and Kuti when you play together, just everything seems to work?
I think obviously we've been together from last season, so there's the connection of knowing each other and everyone working well together, so I think it's just a strong connection.
And we've seen the video footage of Ange's speech after you guys went through to the final. How often does he do that? What is it like when he's talking to you boys in the dressing room?
No, I think he always transmits a lot of passion and determination to go out there and play for him. So it's something he does every day in the training ground and also at the game. So we are used to it.
How would you analyse this season so far, Brennan?
Just like a roller coaster, I think. It's been some good highs, some obviously disappointments. Probably lacked a bit of consistency, but with where we are now, going into a final, I think if you offered that at the start of the season, we'd be really excited by that. that situation. So now we just got to look forward.
Brennan, is that disappointment tempered a little bit, just given the season that you've had from a personal perspective? You've played such an integral part.
No, it still just hurts me just as much as anyone when we lose, and for me it's just about trying to win games and try and be successful, because that's where I know this team can be. I feel like last season we had that consistency more, which is why we were able to finish a lot higher in the league. But yeah, scoring goals doesn't really make me feel any better. But obviously it's been nice to get more this season.
It's been a wonderful showing in this competition so far this season. Can you finish it off?
Yeah, I'm confident. We have to do everything we can now to prepare right for this game, and yeah, just then it's down to us. It's about how we perform on the pitch.
You've achieved quite a bit of success for a relatively young player with club and country. Just how special would this be for you if you could do it?
Yeah, it'd be a dream come true. I think I've had some good moments in my career at the moment, but yeah, European trophy would be unbelievable. I'm sure a lot of the lads would say the same thing. So yeah, it's a special game to be involved in, but now it's just about kind of mentally preparing, physically preparing for what's to come.